visited a Hong Kong gift fair about 20 years ago and came across a company called Top Visions 3D Hong Kong Limited, who make lots and lots of lenticulars. What's nice about it is their catalogue consisting of a single sheet like that, but each side has got 4 of their particular effects and another 4 there. And when I affect it, it's not just the same picture, really three-dimensional, it's actually doing some very, very interesting effects. This one here, for instance, is an extraordinary one. It says here, it says explosion. So this is, and it's got on the side here, this is one of the effects they can get with lenticulation. It starts like that, and it says explosion. As you tilt it slightly, the word starts to disintegrate or grow or something like that. I don't know how to describe it. And it gets messier and messier and messier till the words completely disappear, and you just got a whole debris all flying around in the air. And we keep going, and suddenly the original word reappears. There we are. Boom. Amazing. So whatever the picture is in the center, by tilting it, it explodes in all sorts of different directions. It makes a real mess in the middle of the explosion like that until you keep turning and then eventually you get back to order. So that's an amazing one. Very, very fine indeed. This one here is called a morphing one, and perhaps you're more familiar with that one because it's quite a common effect. It's got two horrible creatures, and it just morphs from one to the other and nothing else. There's no in between, there's no growing or diminishing, just 2 discrete pictures, which is fair enough. There's another one here which is a zoom. That's right. It's a little beetle. See if I can get into focus first. It might be an ant actually, with those legs like that. Is he in focus yet? Just right. So he's very small, and then he grows quite big. Not well, yes, about that big. There we are. And then he goes back. Oh, and even bigger. Oh, the big grin. That's very nice. And then he goes back to the beginning again. So it starts like that, very small on the leaf. Let's get it back into focus. And we slowly got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images, 6 images. Look at that, extraordinary. So there's 6 little facets on the tiny little prisms on plastic prism on the surface. So that's a wonderful zoom effect, isn't it? It does a lot of it. And over the other side, we've got another 4. Let's just try this one. Here it's called Flip, which is 2 eyes, which is no a single eyeball. That's right. And then I think it's this way. And the eye zips from one side to the other. There's only 2 states for this, unlike the zoom. It's got 2 distinct positions of the eyeball, going left to right, left to right. And in the middle there's an eye closure, which is clever. So perhaps that means there was three actual pictures originally, and it's been put in. The next one up here is a turning one. Funny one, this. It does turn, but it also morphs as well. So it's a little angel with a trumpet and with a halo. As we turn it like, oh no, you turn it this way like that. The figure turns round slightly, and as it turns round, you suddenly realise the other side is a little devil, looking very mischievous. So the figure is turning. It starts like that, and if I go back, it flips immediately back to the other one. So it does. That's a straightforward flip, but it's actually cleverer than that because as you go forward, you're actually looking at 3 other images, in between images, of the little angel with a trumpet slowly turning around, and then suddenly his outer ego appears, a little devil like that. That's nicely done. This is a straightforward growing one, which is very pretty and works very well for the thing. It starts as a little bulb like that. Let's see if I can get into focus again. And then as I slowly move it, it opens up and expands into a full bloom. Oh yes, beautiful. And it goes back into a tight bulb again. It's astonishing to get so much richness and depth and interest just from a single card. And the last one is called Twist. Yes, well, that's right. Oops, let's see if we can get it to start behave itself. Birthday, yes. And then we go forward. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's happy birthday. That's right. So it's giving you. It's got a straightforward flip between 2 words, but then if you keep going like that, it twists. So I suppose it does a quick flip from one word to the other, but it does a slow flip via a twisting, twirling action, turning in kind of swirl. So birthday twirls around and eventually appears as the word happy. Very nice. And then we come it forwards and we go real good twirl. Oh, look at that. And we're gonna, yes, and oh goodness, yes. There's a lot of stuff on these. So this is an astonishingly rich source of optical effects, all from a company at the Hong Kong Gift Fair. Very nice. I love it.